now that you brought that up, Olivier, I think that will be a good subject to explore. To me, in my practice over the years, is not a it's not a stable line of non-ejaculation and just staying with the energetic practice only. Suddenly, I have the urge to have regular orgasms again, and it's not always easy to continue in this path. Even though I know the benefits, I have experienced the benefits in my life, but it's more like an irregular pattern over the years and months. So perhaps this has to do with the memory muscle somehow, how things have been done throughout most of my life, and just this practice coming in at a later stage in my life. We can call it an obsession, maybe, as you just described it. But yeah, I think it will be good to understand how to level that.
Okay, I think I get the questions, and then we will have time for more specific questions, but I see the focus on what it is. Yes. Are there some specific topic you want to go through? Not especially. Okay, so let's go to the general practice then. And then we will have a time for a special question, and I will organize a session to try to answer to your questions that I've already had. Okay, so let's begin. If anything, you can just raise the hands. So let's start the practice. Okay, so first some warm. Okay. So release the psoas muscle. Okay. Now we will go at least a little bit to the different pump. Okay. We have to activate the energy from the jing qi, from the genitals, and to make it go through all the spine to the brain. So that's the first step and the first understanding about the healing law. We want to make the qi go up to the brain. Okay. So first, so let's do the hips practice. So lower back, okay, out. We put the lower back out, and we open the fascia plantar tissue. So the sole of the feet. So lower back out, and you want to feel something is pumping in your joints. So we want to feel our toes, knees, and hips are pumping. So first the hips, now here. And we go up with a chin in and head up, crown up. So we want to open all the legs and the hips. Till we feel something is pumping in the legs. And now, so let's do some movement of the legs, of the hips. So put the hands on the lumbar and move the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the other side. You know, Qigong is exercise. You know, it's not only theory. You have to work on your body every day, every single day. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just little one, but we do every day. And now, so we have done the hips. Now let's go to the sacrum. So now first let's do the movement of the sacrum. So we put the hands on the side of the sacrum, on the gluteus muscle, and we move the sacrum. You know, we want to free this part. If there is muscle tension in this part, there is no way to work on sexual energy. So little movement from the sacrum. And now with the sacrum, let's do this little movement. So we want to activate the pump of the sacrum. 1. So the apex of the sacrum go in the front, so the apex of the sacrum, and the base of the sacrum is going out. 1, 2. So feel the soft tissue, so release your muscle to feel the elastic of the body in the legs. So you want to feel the soft tissue are moving in the legs. And to rise the energy up. Okay, and lumbar. So feel the tension between lumbar and the sole of the feet. So open the sole of the feet and push the lumbar out. And feel you are pumping in the leg. So you stretch the soft tissue, you release the muscle, you stretch soft tissue, and you release the soft tissue. And you feel something is pumping in the fascia and going up towards the perineum, sacrum, and lumbar. Okay, just release the shoulders. One direction and other direction. Okay, the head. So we open the neck. You know, if there is some tension in the neck, the chi cannot go from the roots, from the genitals to the head, to the brain. So simple, no? And other direction. Okay, good. And now we do all the spine, okay? So now we want to activate the movement in all the spine. We want to feel the pumps, the different pumps in the spine. So we do the spinal cord breathing. So sacrum, lumbar, lower thoracic, middle, upper thoracic. Sacrum, lumbar, middle, lower, middle, upper thoracic. Inhale, yellow, bright light. And exhale out, gray colors. And feel your spine. So now we open in the front and now we open to the back. So feel the spine, sacrum long, and you want to feel the stretch between the sole of your feet and the spine, and between the elbow and the hands and the spine. You know, we are preparing our tools. If you want to practice with the Jing Qi, with the genitals, we need the tool of the spine to bring up the Qi. Okay, I release. Take all your joints, release your joints. Okay, and check the spine. From one side to the other side, stretch all the spine. Warm the hands. Smile to the corner of the eyes, corner of the mouth. And one hand to the spine, one hand to the occiput. We want to feel the Qi flow in the spine.
Can you turn around so I can see, please? Your hands.
Sorry, who is
Can you
speaking?
turn around so I can see your hands?
Yeah, so one hand on the sacrum and one hand on the occipital bone. And just smile and feel a nice warm feeling in all the spine. Okay, good. So we do some warming for the belly. So we do the bellow breathing. So when we exhale, we pull the navel into the spine. So when you inhale, okay, opens all the belly and the lumbar. And massage the belly. So lift up your knee to massage the belly, yeah? Walk like a soldier to open the large intestine. Okay, so now let's activate the 3 yin. So first, let's squeeze our anus. Squeeze our anus. So 1 and release. 2 and release. 3, release. 4. So we want to feel now the pump of the anus. 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So now let's do again the pump of the anus, but with the sole of the feet. So each time you stretch your anus, you open your fascia, plantar fascia. You open the sole of the feet. Okay, so because we want to feel the connection between the anus and the sole of the feet. So it's always, you know, when you want to use the pump, you need 2 forces. You need to stretch your soft tissue. So we stretch from the anus to the sole of the feet. Okay, and actually also when we do that, sacrum, when we stretch the anus, sacrum go out, lumbar out, and chin in, crown up. So now we also stretch all the spine. Yeah, so let's do 1, 2, 3, and you can use also your hands. Your hands go down, okay, to stretch in the other direction. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. So we activate our fascia tissue to pump the qi, to have the ability to make the qi go up. The jing qi has to go up to transform into qi and into chen. So now let's squeeze the extremities of the genitals. So I don't know, because there is some photo of women. So I don't know if there is women or ladies or only men. But anyway, if you are the ladies and the extremity of the vagina, and the men extremity of the penis glands, like it's more for men today normally, but everybody's welcome. We have to learn about the practice of the other. So, okay, so squeeze the extremity of the penis, 1, and open your fascia tissue, sacrum in, okay, and lumbar out, and chin in, and crown up, and hands down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Release and smile in your genitals. Smile in the corner of your eye, in the corner of your mouth. Listen to the belly breathing in the genitals. So feel the movement between the navel and the lumbar, and just release. So now we are yin. We are in a more yin posture. So we just listen to the movement from the belly into the perineum. And we smile in every little corner. So we connect the center of our brain. We see a golden light in the center of our brain. We connect with the golden light of the universe. Inhale the golden light from the universe inside your brain, down to your genitals. And smile in every corner of your genitals. Exhale down to the ground, all the negativity. So we wash our genitals. Inhale golden light and exhale down all the negativity. So release your muscle to let the qi, your spiral down to the legs, to the earth. The genitals and prostate. Okay. Okay, again, the extremity of the penis gland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Release and smile into it. Take a few breaths to wash. Take a few breaths to wash the genitals. Okay, and now, so now anus and the extremity of the genitals, and at the same time we will begin to feel. So we will feel the stretch between both. You know, we want to pump in the genitals. In the genitals, the blood has to flow. So for that, we want to open, close, open, close, open, close our genitals. So we want to feel the stretch between anus and extremity of the penis. Yeah, we want to stretch. And always when we do that, sole of the feet open. I show with my hands, but that's what I do with my sole of the feet. I open, yeah, between the heel and the toes. So here is a fascia plantar, okay, plantar fascia, okay. So we open, and at the same time we stretch. We stretch the genital, like we squeeze extremity of the penis gland and anus, and sacrum in, lumbar out, chin in, crown up. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we feel something is rising in the spine. 5, 6, 7, and go right to the center of the brain. 9. Release, smile. Exhale down the negativity. Spiraling out to the earth and inhaling the energy from the earth and the golden light from the universe to wash the genitals. Spiral. So you spiral from the frontal bone, from the heavenly eye, and from the mid-eye bone, you spiral in, down to the genitals. And when you feel you are enough washed, then you exhale in the genitals. So you feel your genitals are swelling out. And you concentrate the chi in the genital. So you feel more blood is going in your genitals. Again. So we let's do 18 times, okay? So now we squeeze the extremity of the genitals and anus, sole of the feet down, spine right. We put the spine totally right, and we crown up and chin in. Okay, so we want to feel, and we squeeze extremity of the genital anus till we can feel the squeezing of the prostate gland. Okay, so we squeeze also the prostate gland. When we will squeeze the prostate glands, at the beginning could be difficult. Sometimes you have to do more movement from the hips, more movement from the sacrum and lumbar. But with time, when the pelvic when the pelvic floor is okay, then you can stretch, and then when you squeeze the prostate gland, you feel some pleasure, even we are not excited, some pleasure. Yeah. So let's do it again. So the spine has to be straight. So we want to feel the pleasure in the prostate gland. And release. And smile. Feel the cheese flowing. Okay. Sometimes already from here, you can do, when you've got some cheese flowing, you can do also the water wheel, yeah? So we will insist a little bit more after, but okay. So now let's do it again, once again. And now I want you to feel the contraction in the prostate gland and in the brain. So now, so let's do it again. Genitals and anus, 1. So the hands go down, 2. And now when I contract, when I feel the contraction in my prostate, so the 3 are squeezing, and I feel also in the center of my brain. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, when the chi is coming into the brain, I spiral horizontally, one side and one other direction, to feel the connection between my 2 brains. Okay. So now, okay, so now we go to the, we will help the contraction of the brain with the eyes and the mouth. So we do this face, you know, we do. Can you see me perhaps here? If I change the camera, oops. Here we do, you know, we do this face. You can do this face to activate the sphincter muscles from the eyes and from the mouth. And then you feel the contraction in the brain. Or sometimes also you can do like that. You open your eyes and mouth. So now it permits to activate the occipital muscle. So, okay, so let's do it. So here, so now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to use this sphincter muscle to feel something is pumping into the brain. 8, 9. So we activate the pump from the brain now. So always squeezing the 3 in and the sole of the feet. And all the joints, we feel the joints are pumping up. And release. Spiral into the brain, one direction, the other. You feel something is linking the left and right brain. And smile into your brain. Smiling is so important. So connect your heart, your eyes, and smile into the brain. Okay, so let's now do the reverse breathing, okay? So we do the reverse breathing. So when we inhale into the, we pull the navel to the lumbar. So we inhale. And when we inhale, we want to feel also the movement in the pelvic, okay? So feel, so inhale and feel it's moving your genitals. So when you so when the navel go in, we do the opposite with the sole of the feet. We want to open the sole of the feet. You know, it's always both different direction to stretch the soft tissues, the elastic. So we inhale in, and we feel it's pulling the pubic and perineum and genitals, and the sole of the feet go down and release. So let's put the hand of the pubic bone and feel the movement from the navel in the pubic bones. We want to, you know, to massage this area where sometimes there's a lot of blockages, you know, others. So we have to practice, you know, it's an everyday practice. I see some people are just watching, but I tell you, it's not Taoism. Taoism is not watching. Taoism is practicing. Okay, let's go. So feel the pelvic floor is opening, moving, breathing. And from the pelvic floor to the legs, we want to feel the connection. And exhale down. Massaging again, moving the hip, walking like a soldier. And now we go, now we do the inner, also the reverse breathing. We want to feel in the pelvic floor, in the or the pelvic, like a perineum, sort of the feet in the opposition. So what we done now, but also in the brain. So we do all together. So now we also open our eyes and make the mouth squeeze, like if we want to kiss, you know, to activate the sphincter muscles, the ring muscles, okay? Ring muscle from the mouth and from the eyes, sphincter. So we feel all the pumping in the sacrum, lumbar, all the spine to the brain. And inhale, exhale. So let's smile in the heart. Connect the center of the heart to the center of the brain. Inhale the universal love, the unconditional love from the universe in the heart. And exhale the unconditional love, the light from the North Star down to the heart. Till you feel good into your heart. Spiral into your heart. And feel your heart is growing the chi, the love, the gratitude. And then in this love, this gratitude in all the 6 directions. Down to the ground, to the Mother Earth, up to the heaven, to the front, to the side, and to the back. And feel the echo of this love in the universe. Spiral and bring back more chi into the heart. Feel connect with the universe. Be gratitude to be part of the universe. And we bring down the energy to the lower intestine. Feel a red light in the lower intestine till you feel your lower intestine is warming. You can imagine a red light to warm the lower intestine. And feel the warmth from the lower intestine is relaxing all the intestine. So we bring this energy to the pancreas and spleen. So inhale the gratitude, the love of the universe. From your antenna, from the center of your brain, connect the yellow light of the universe. And exhale down. So connect heart. So connect first the dantian to feel the breathing. And connect to the heart, to the center of the brain, to the love. And bring back in the crystal room, and then from the crystal room down to the pancreas and spleen. Till you feel good in this part of your body. Good and relaxed. And we bring this energy to our stomach. Feel good in your stomach. And then we connect with our lungs. We connect our lungs to our heart and to the crystal room, and the crystal room to the universe. Always to the rhythm of our body. and activate the suction into the brain to bring back the white light to your lungs. So feel your lungs are sucking the energy they need. So feel the first smile into the lungs till you feel good virtue energy into the lungs, integrity, righteousness. And feel the lungs are going to pull the energy from the universe. And exhale this energy into the lungs. And we go down to the large intestine and smile into the large intestine. Be happy into the large intestine. If you don't know what is the happiness of a large intestine, ask to your large intestine. He knows. So just connect, release the spine, release the brain, release the heart, connect to your large intestine, smiling to him. So smile in the small corner of the mouth, corner of the eyes, and feel the large intestine guiding you through his well-being, his happiness, his good feeling. Like every day we take a little while to connect with our organs. Then we go from the large intestine, we go to the kidney. So smile into your kidney. Blue light, tenderness, and tenderness, stillness, calm, peace. Gentleness. And connect your kidney to your perineum and to the sacrum and sole of the feet and lumbar. So feel your kidney are breathing from the earth. So feel the suction. And when you feel the section in the perineum, then you feel the section also in the center of the brain. And exhale to the kidney. And we go to the bladder. Mind into the bladder. And from the bladder, we go to smile into our liver and gallbladder, so green light. And feel also your your liver to the rhythm of the body, connecting to the perineum, sole of the feet, perineum, feet, and brain and heart, and sucking in the chi from the universe. And exhale down to the liver. Connect to generosity, kindness, forgiveness. All of them are words, but we want to feel a good feeling in our liver. That's the most important, to connect to a good feeling in our liver. Then we know we are on the right frequency. And again, we come back to the heart. We feel all the good virtue energy from all the organs gathering in the heart. And we feel the heart connecting with all the organs. So all the team have a good relationship. So we want to feel our blood flow from the heart to the dantian and connecting with the extremities of the toes and to the arms and the brain. So feel a good flow of blood. Harmonize the pulse between extremities and aorta. Aorta is the artery in the center. So between the extremities, hands, feet, perineum, head, and center. Just on the left from the navel. Feel the pulse and connect to the North Stars and to the Earth. Connect your pulse to the North Star and to the Earth. And connect with the belly. Okay, and bring more chi. Inhale. Bring down the chi in the belly. Inhale. The front and bring the belly. Okay, let's massage our testicle. So let's go in our trousers, okay, and we massage the testicle. So let's say it's a testicle, so we do like that on the testicle. Oh, I have a bigger board, perhaps bigger stone. Let's say this is a testicle, and I do that on the testicle. Yeah, on both testicle. There's a lot of stagnation in the testicle. So we want to massage them. So let's do this a little bit. And then first we will rub like that. And then when we have rub, we will press them. Press, relax, press, relax, press, relax, press, relax. And we feel something is going up to the canal from the testicle to the kidney. So first we rub our testicle. Also, let's do some tapping. So tapping, you know, you've got your testicles and you do some tapping like that. Okay, till we feel something in the testicles. And some tapping. And now press the testicle and feel something is coming up. Sometimes it's a little bit pain. It's okay, we can press. Just not too much, just to feel some pumping. Not too much. We don't want to to break our tissue. We just want to make them like sponging. And we feel something is coming to the prostate and going up to the kidney. And now we rub one testicle on the other. So we take the two testicles and we rub them. Rub them. And again, press them. Press them, release, press, release, press, release. Okay, and now we play with the testicle, with the hands like that. So we take the two testicles and we make the movement. Okay. One hand, the other. And now again, press them. Press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release. Okay, and now we take the like the dick, like sorry, the penis gland. Sorry, sorry for the word. Sometimes when it's not our language, we don't really rely. So just change the camera. No, good one. Oh, it should have changed. Oh, okay, I stay on this one. So now you press here, you know, press here the penis, one side and the other side. Okay, one side and the other side. And in the center, you will feel a duct. And we want to press the duct. So from the root to the extremity. Yeah. So it will release the urea that is blocked in the, oh, sorry. So press on the side and you feel the duct to the middle and you press out the urea. So one side and then the other side. Sometimes you feel some burning sensation that the urea, the acid uric, that is releasing. So it's important, you know. Yeah, good. And now we go to the base of the penis, and we want to feel the canals that go to the testicle. So we massage from the testicle. We go to the testicle. You grab your testicle, and you feel some canal is going out. Then you massage it. You press it. You release it. You massage it. You rub it between the index finger and the thumb. And sometimes you feel something is activating in your spine. Then you make the chi go up into your spine. You smile to the chi. And you spiral the chi into the brain. So one direction and the other. So good. So let's do first. Okay, so we feel already some chi. I guess you feel some chi in your genital. So we can breathe in, up, so in, up. Okay, so let's do to the pelvic floor first. So let's do here a little wheel. So we activate the spine and the front line. And we want to feel a little orbit between navel, genitals, spine. And then we go to the solar plexus. So we activate the spine, open, closing. We activate the front line, the genmai, open, closing. So the back line and the front line. And we go up to the chest. So now we open the chest behind, open the chest into the front. So, you know, when we are like that, we open to the front, we close to the back, and now we go to, now like that, we open the back, the spine, and we close the front. So open, closing, pumping. We want to pump, okay, make the chi going in. So on the side is like that, you know. So movement from the chest. So, you know, it's like you massage your heart. And we go to the neck. And to the brain. And above the brain. And we go down, and up, all the line now. And now only the hands up, inhale up, eyes look up, and exhale down, eyes look down. Up. So when you look up, open your sole of the feet, squeeze your three in, center of the brain, and down, release. Exhale to the front line, smiling. And again, look up, squeeze your three in, open your sole of the feet, spine straight. Look up and down. Feel the chi flowing down. Again, up. Spine stretch, straight. Up. Look up. Feel squeezing three in center of the brain and down, release down to the front line. Exhaling down. And again, up. And down. Okay. Okay, now we inhale in the solar plexus. Like we push the solar plexus out. We make a chi ball. So we put some pressure. And we inhale down to the lower dantian, pressure, and now to the perineum. So we put pressure in the perineum and in the leg. And we put more pressure in the perineum and in all the genitals. So you feel the pressure and you block your breath. You don't breathe, you block your breath. And you block the chi in the genitals. And you keep without breathing as long as you can. And when we will exhale, we squeeze our genitals and sole of the feet, and we push energy up the spine. Inhale, pull the energy up the spine, sole of the feet, genitals, brain, and exhale, push up. Squeeze again, genitals and sole of the feet out and spine straight. And inhale again, pull up, and exhale, push the energy up to the spine, to the brain. Again, inhale up and push. So keep the perineum and now push the energy up to the brain. And you feel more chi is coming to the brain, spiral in the brain horizontally. One direction and the other direction. And make this spiral going down from the brain, down, 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 down. All the different energy center down to the belly and to the earth. Connect with the earth. And let the energy from the earth going up. So spiral in your perineum. Spiral in the sole of the feet. The hands go down. And spiral into your hands and spiral in the earth. And bring more chi into your body. So inhale. Feel your open your perineum, you open your sole of the feet, and you exhale, you keep you close, you keep your soft tissue open, and you exhale inside your body. Okay. So let's do again the compression breathing. So put what we did now. So we bring the pressure in the genitals. So the compression breathing, the testicle compression breathing. Okay. So we put more pressure in our genitals. So we inhale, and we will inhale, put the pressure in the genitals, keep our breathing without breathing. And then when we exhale, we push energy up to the spine to bring more chi into the brain, okay? So let's do it again. So inhale the energy first in the solar plexus, make the pressure, so open your soft tissue, now to the lower dantian, and now to the genitals. And you feel more chi in your genitals. More pressure, you feel the blood is coming in your genitals to repair your genitals. So keep without breathing. So we are in apnea full. So we keep and we put more pressure in the genitals. You feel the blood going everywhere. So feel all your genitals, prostate, penis, and testicle. And now we exhale, we squeeze, we activate the spleen, we squeeze the spleen, we exhale to the spine. Up. When we inhale, we squeeze again the spleen, sole of the feet out, spine straight. We pull up the chi. Exhale, push the chi up. Inhale, pull the chi up. Exhale, push the chi up. And a few times like that. Here you feel more chi is going up the spine to the brain. Right to the center of the brain. So we activate the glands in the center of the brain. And we spiral in the brain horizontally. And when we feel the spiral is activating in the brain, and we use this spiral to connecting to the North Star. So connect up to the heavenly force. So you can put also your hands up to connect with the palms. Connect the center of the brain and your hands to the North Star. Use the spiral from the Jing Qi. Like we have more Qi, we can use it like an antenna. Here we feel, we meet the wave of the North Star. Frequency. And inhale this frequency in all your cells. Open your soft tissue. And when you exhale, you keep your soft tissue open. And you exhale inside your body. So you keep more pressure. And we bring back the energy and bring it down to the body. Go down to the belly, to the lower attention. Spiral in the lower attention. Okay. Now let's do the testicle breathing. So you lift up your testicle. So you feel, so you inwardly you pull up your testicle up and you release. You pull up. So you can do it from your navel. So you pull up your navel and you feel your testicles are going up and you release. Up and release. Up and release. Then you feel something is activating in the testicle. Up and release. Up and release. So we call it the dance of the testicles. Up and release. And now, when you feel something is tinkling in the testicles, you activate the spine and the spine again. So we inhale to the sacrum, we inhale to the lumbar, inhale to the solar plexus. So feel solar plexus behind, you know, T11, T12 is pulling the genitals, is pulling the, squeezing the spine. Now T5, T6, C7, C1, center of the brain, look up, tongue to the palate. And now we exhale, we push the energy up to the spine. To the center of the brain. And again, inhale up, sacrum, lumbar, T11, T12, T5, T6, C7, T1, center of the brain. And exhale, you push the energy into the spine. So you don't release, just push the energy into the spine. Feel more chi going to the center of the brain. Okay, and now spiral in the center of the brain. Spiral one direction, the other. And connect again. Spiral down to the navel. And going down. And going down, 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 down. Okay, and again, the water wheel. And in all the spine. Activate every center one by one. So you go to the physical, to the more subtle. And going up. Up. Squeeze your in. Sole of the feet open. Squeeze center of the brain and release down. Okay, and let's center the energy. So we'll stop a while. Also, we will have a little speak. So let's spiral 36 times in clockwise, so for men, and then 24 times counterclockwise. And um, just shake a little bit, shake it loose. And look, how do you feel? And let's have a little speak. All right, everybody. Yeah. So, how do you feel? What do you feel? No answer. Am I alone? Did you feel something? Are you alive? Oh, you are all shy, energized, Iba. Okay.
It was good, Oliver. Thank you for the experience. The flow of energy was something I haven't experienced before. The sort of contraction and bringing it up. Sometimes I was not as aware as you are because you were moving like this. I mean, you probably feel it really strong, and for me, it was quite subtle, not very strong, and I'm getting more aware of the blockages. Perhaps it's because of that. So yeah, thank you for the experience.
Okay, thank you, Taran. I see also some answer in the chat room. So good. So yeah, so you know the main understanding of the practice is that you have to activate your fascia tissue, open, closing, activate the pump, and then to pump in the genitals and to make it go up to the brain, activate the brain. And you know, like in Taoism, what is important is to use the sexual energy to connect to the North Star and Earth and North Star. Yes, so important to connect the genitals, the Jing Qi to the it brings up more energy, then we can use it to strengthen our body and strengthen our muscles and organ and bones and tendons, fascia, but we can also use it to connect to the North Star. And in Taoism, it is the main objective. This is important to understand. I mean, I say it like a bit superficially now, but you know, it's really important to understand. It's not only to have sexual energy. Yeah, it's good to feel energized, but we want to use it to connect to the North Star, because the North Star will guide us. Yeah. And I know sometimes some people say, oh, what we are doing, why we are doing inner smile? You know, we should do sexual practice. And it is really important and to understand that the inner smile is totally part of the healing love practice, because when you practice with your sexual energy, it just will multiply your energy, your state. It will multiply the state in which you are. So it's better to multiply a good, lovely, good love, gratitude, good energy, the 5 virtue of the 5 organs, than to multiply our emotional, you know. So every time you work on your sexual energy, it is really important to work on the inner smile. Okay. First, to work on the inner smile. And it's also important to warm up, because, you know, from the physical to the subtle, if the physical is blocked, the subtle won't flow like it could. I mean, it's always flowing. I mean, if the blood is not going, we are just dying, but it could be better, more stronger. So you have to release your physical, make we did just a little bit, like because we don't have so many time today to go through the practice, but I mean, you know, you have to work on your physical, activate your pump from the spine, and then to make the chi flow. So it's really important to understand the connection between the physical and the subtle. And when we work on the physical, and especially for our main brain, we have to understand we are not working with muscle. We have to release our muscle and to work with our fascia, you know, the elastic of the body, feel the pumping, opening, closing, not the contraction of the muscle. It's something different, yeah? So, and
yeah, I still feel energy here in my hands. It's still moving here.
Good.
And that is a new experience for me. When you say fascia, plantar fascia is is here,
Yeah.
all, like, through in our legs. So when you say fascia, it's basically like from top to bottom. We extend
Exactly.
it, and then we do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, exactly. We do that with the foot to feel it stretching all the soul, and we
Okay.
want to feel opening and releasing, opening and releasing. You know, the same we do with the spine. You know, like we do with the spine. You know, stretching and releasing. I don't know if you see me well, like stretching and releasing, stretching and releasing. You know, all we do is pumping. And pumping is stretching the soft tissue and releasing. But if you contract your muscle, then the chi don't flow. Mm-hmm. So yes, so I would like to do this little commentary, and so perhaps let's go. And I want to say something also about the ejaculation, and then after we go through the creation. So because some people sometimes hear, you know, I don't know how they hear that, but then they hear you have to squeeze your perineum, you squeeze your perineum for not ejaculating. Yeah. So we hear that, and it's not exactly like that. You know, is we have to activate the pump of the genitals to avoid the ejaculation. You have to understand, like when you make love or when you masturbate, you know, you make the chi going to the genitals. The energy go to the genitals. I mean, you rub it, you look to it, you sink into it, then the energy go to the genitals. And when the energy go to the genitals, there is one moment the genitals cannot store the energy. There's a lot of other parts to store the energy, like the bones, the organs, the dantian are good place to store the energy. But the genital cannot store the energy. So when the energy, so the genital cannot store the energy. So when there is too much energy in the genitals, then they will explode. And when it explodes for men, it's what we call ejaculation. The prostate will have some contraction, and the sperm go out. So then, before you arrive to this point of non-return, you have to use the pump we have used today. So we want to feel the thrilling as the capacity to like, if here is a penis, to pump the energy from the top to the roots, and then up to the sacrum and to the brain. And this is important to know, because, you know, if you rub your penis, or somebody rub your penis with his hands or her hands, or her or his hands, or whatever you want, or her feet or her vagina, or what you want, you know, at one moment a lot of energy in the penis and testicle, and then if at the base you close the perineum, then the chi stay in the genitals. It's like you close the door. You understand? This is not the practice. The practice is to pull up the energy in the spine and to the brain. You understand? So you have to use your soft tissue to learn how to bring the chi out from the genitals, to bring it into the rest of the body. You squeeze, but you squeeze pumping. You want to pump from the top to the roots. If you close the door at the entry and the genitals are already full of energy, you will just go ejaculate. You won't because there is too much electricity in the genital. They cannot bear it. And then if you reach to bring the energy up to the spine and to the brain, then it's calming down your genitals. And then you go on rubbing, you go on touching and whatever, and the electricity come back to the genitals. But like it is the second time, your genitals has the ability to the genital have the ability to bear more electricity, more energy. And then again, you pull up the energy out from the genitals to the spine, to the brain, and to the bones if you want, to the fascia tissue if you are working on the tendon acon, you know how to bring it to the fascia tissue. If you have been working on the bone marrow acon, you know how to bring the jing qi, the energy from the genitals to the bones. So this is different practice in the school of martial Chia. But you bring it, for now, we just have learned how to bring it to the brain. So we bring it to the brain, and then you rub it, you activate it, the energy go down to the genitals. And then each time your genitals can bear more electricity. So you will stay longer before to ejaculate. So always the first step to avoid ejaculation, I mean the first time you go through the pulsion to ejaculate is the more difficult. So you have to be more carefully at the beginning, not too much energy going to the genitals, and to bring it up. And the second time, it's more easy. Third time more easy. Fourth time more easy. I mean, in a same set, in the same session. Yeah. And then with time, your genitals used to, and they can bear more energy for this session, and then you can bring up the energy. And normally, when you practice more this practice, your kidney are stronger, and you can bear more, because if the kidney are weak, it's more difficult to bear. And I go a little bit through the question of also Jaramillo, that was, sometimes also from Gabriel, sorry. Sometimes also, sometimes if you are too stressed, it's more difficult. Too stressed, too tense, too tired, it's more difficult because so sometimes, sometimes before to make love, you make some exercise to activate your pump. So now you already know how to pump. And there is a good exercise also to do is, you go to the in erection. So let's say it is a penis in erection, and you do this. So when you are erect, you can expand your penis. You like, if it's my penis, I expand my penis against my hand. So you feel your penis is swelling out. Have you already been playing like that? So it's like, here's my penis. So I put my hands here, and I stretch out my penis against my hands, and my hands squeeze it. And after, I go more to the base, and I do the same. And more to the base, and I do the same. And more to the base, I do the same. So, I train my soft tissue to pump this direction. So that is the one that is important, is not to close the door and to make the chi go out, is to pump this direction to the base, to the to the perineum and to the sacrum and up the spine. So yeah, Okay, so I will go. I see there is a lot of questions in the chat room, so I will take them one by one. So there is a question from Sunny. The nipple massage only for female? Not at all. It's good to do the 8-flower massage. I mean, this massage is good for men. This one not. This one there's no. I mean, when you say we have no breast, so this is for lady, yeah. But the one from the 8-flower massage, so activating the nipples, and then we go down, and when we arrive, we go. Then when we arrive down to the, when we arrive down to the, here the ladies go to the ovaries. We have to go to the penis, and then to finish with the glands of the penis. When the ladies, the 9, we say, we say the 9-flower massage. It's only per par, but the last one is a clitoris for ladies. For us is a penis gland, so the top of the penis. So you massage the nipples, you go down one direction, the other, go down one direction, and then you go to the testicles, and then you go to the penis gland. Okay, then you feel some chi is activated. Is really a good practice, because you will feel it will activate the prostate gland, your pleasure, and you can then after make the contraction, the 3-in contraction, or the spine contraction and brain contraction to bring the chi up. And it will activate a more arousal energy, but without rubbing. And this is an important fact, that is not arousal energy with masturbation, because when there is a masturbation, there is a lot of heat coming in the genitals. And when there is a lot of heat coming in the genitals, it could make some stagnation. And when the chi is stagnated in the genitals, it can bring more obsession. So this one is a good one to have the pleasure, but without entering in the obsession process. Also, another one, I profit of this question. Another thing I profit of the question to say that to release your obsession. So good one is this one we have been saying now, the 9-flower massage, and also the testicle breathing. Because when you practice the testicle breathing, it will help you to bring. I mean, we have been through, but we didn't take so many time to do it. But it will help you to bring a more fresh energy to the brain. So it's refreshing your brain, and this will help you. Like sometimes we have a lot of attraction to the ladies because we feel they are fresh, and we need this fresh energy, because sometimes like men, we can feel so hot. So you can find this cool energy in your genitals also. So you stop to think to the genitals of the others and you connect to your own genitals, to your testicle, and you breathe in your perineum and in your genitals. Then it will release the tension, and then you bring up the fresh energy to the brain. And also you make the belly breathing in the genitals to avoid the stagnation. These are the exercise to release the obsession. So you can do it before or after, like you want, Sunny. So I go to other question. Joel. The pumping, pulling up of energy from the 3-in was extremely powerful for you. I can feel the energy moving up to my brain and was a bit too much my brain to handle. Will it get better with practice, or should I reduce the intensity of the practice? Oh, not for you, for me, yes. The pumping pull-up of energy from the 3-in was extremely poor for me. Okay, I can feel the energy. Okay, Joel. Okay, yeah. What is important, you know, sexual practice is already an advanced practice. First, you've got the basics. So basics is making the chi flow in the microcosmic orbit. So then you can make the chi go down, because this is important. Because when there's too much heat, too much chi, sorry, in the brain, it could be, it could make some pressure and it could give some headache or insomnia, or so, you know, you have to spiral to go through all the stagnation place, and you have to bring down the energy down. So in the basics we learn how to do, and so you can bring the energy to the saliva, for example, and then to swallow the saliva, and you can also make the he sound, a lot of he sound to bring down the energy. So, and sometimes the energy is stagnated in the heart sound. So, but I advise you to practice more the basics, like to first, before to make the Jing Qi running in the microcosmic orbit. First, we learn to make the good virtue of the inner smile running in the microcosmic orbit. So first, it's the 5 elements energy in the microcosmic orbit. Then we learn to bring more chi from the earth and from the heaven and from the universe in, so all the energy from the universe in the macrocosmic orbit. So it's already a little bit more energy. But when we practice with the sexual energy is super powerful. So we have to go step by step. Okay, you have first to open the pipes, because if not, when there's some blockage, it's like some water is pushing the pipe out, you know, and so making some pressure on the pipe. So first open the pipe, make it flow, make the breath to go up to the spine, go down from the spine, down, up, down. So making some breathing like that on the front part also, up, down. So make some breathing like that to clean the canals. And then you go to the sexual practice. But if you can bear a little bit, you do just yeah, more a little bit. Today the practice took 75 minutes. Is that the standard length for each practice? I mean, it's a question from Sunny again. Okay. I mean, you know, when you practice alone, you go quicker. When you know the practice, you go quicker. I remember when I was at school, I did some line with only the A. I don't know, a big line of A, then a big line of B, then a big line of C. And now I can write a word and speaking to you. I write a word on a paper without any mistake on the way to write it and everything. I can do also the grammar and speaking to you and write something on a paper for somebody. So, you know, at the beginning, you have to go step by step and repeat the basics. Once you have that, then it's go easier and quicker. So you have to accommodate the time you want to practice with your life. So, but what is important is to practice every day. So it's better to make 20 minutes or 15 minutes. If you can do half an hour, super great. If you can do 45 minutes, if you can do 1 hour or 2 hours, wonderful. But you have to go through the practice. So every day. So it's better to do 10 minutes every day than to do 3 hours every weekend. So you do some little pumping, you know, you do some little pumping, you connect to the brain, you connect to the North Star, and can be really quick. If I want to strengthen my lumbar bone and my nerves, how do I do it? So bone marrow Neikung, tendon Neikung. So you have to follow this class with some instructor or with Master Chia. Oh, okay. Only this question, and I am understanding correctly. Is it not necessary to do all the exercises same with Master Chia in the practice? I mean, you do all one by one, but not all every day. And it's like a Russian puppet. So, like for example, first you take a time to practice inner smile, then you put the inner smile inside the macrocosmic orbits, and you put the connection inside the macrocosmic orbits, and you put the working with the sexual energy and everything together. Yeah. And I think I didn't have answer to the question, the first question, who was it? The second question, the first question was from Gabriel. And there was also somebody has a question. I cannot see your picture now. It was a question with partner. Oh, it was about one partner is active and the other one is non-active. That was the question. Yeah. Who was this question? Oh, perhaps no more here. So okay.
Yeah, it was me.
Where are you? Oh, Sunny. Okay.
Yeah, it was a question about like if if you're making love and you have an active person who's on top, and then they get to a level 7 or 8, and then they start their internal practices, what is the passive person doing whilst I'm doing practices?
I'm not sure I get exactly your question, but I mean both are practicing with the energy. You know?
Yeah, but I could be on a level 7 or 8 and they could be on a 2.
Yeah, but both are practicing together. You know, like you both are making when you activate the chi of the genitals, when you've got penetration, so and you've got the rubbing movements, and the two genitals are working, and so the two partners are making the chi go up into the spine and making first step. You have to make the chi go into your macrocosmic orbit, your own macrocosmic orbit. Then second step, when you've got you've been activating your pump, you've been activating all the spine, all the energy inside you, and then you have nourishing all your macrocosmic orbits. Then second step, you enter in fusion with the person. So now you send your energy to your person and you keep the energy from the person to you. So when you are in this level, sometimes you can practice like one, for example, one is exhaling and sending the energy to, let's say, right hand exhaling to the left hand. So right hand exhaling to the left hands and left hand inhaling from the right hands. And then when left hand exhale, the right hands inhale. Okay. So when and we exchange the energy like that. So sometimes you can use to help to learn. When you exhale, your partner is inhaling, and when you exhale, you send the chi to your partner, and your partner inhales the chi. And when your partner exhales the chi to you, you inhale the chi. So, for example, you can send the energy from your heart, or change the energy, or send your energy from your brain, or from your genitals. You can do from where you want. You can exchange your energy with your partner. And sometimes you can have this when both succeed to arrive to a certain level of energy, then you can make the chi go between both like that.
So both partners are kind of working together, like in coherence.
Yeah, together.
That's not really active passive. That's more. That's just coherent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Sonny. Is closing the string, is it very subtle, or you feel the movement of the external skin also? It seems I make lots of effort doing the string protection and pumping at the end, and there is stress, even so the chi is flowing. So you have to do it without muscle. You have to do it with your fascia tissue. That's the key. If you do it with muscle contraction, the chi don't flow. You know, it's really the basics. Let's do little exercise to end, you know, to understand what is fascia tissue, because perhaps not so clear for everybody. So a really little exercise, you know, you stretch your hands, stretch. So let's do it. I want you to feel it. I already know it, you know. So let's stretch strongly your hands, you know. You stretch out, up, really strongly, and you feel, you know, so let's go up to the toes. So you lift up your heel and you go on your toes, and you stretch. Okay, you feel the contraction of your muscles. I guess yes. So that's exactly what we don't want. That's exactly what we don't want. So, you know, you stretch, now you stretch, so you go on your toes, and now you release your heel and you stretch up, but you just go to the level you feel you're opening some elastic, just a feeling of opening, not contraction of muscle, just so you release your heel down to the but you stay on your toes, but you release your heel down, and you feel it's opening your calf muscles and all the fascia tissue from the toes to the fingers. So you really have to feel the difference between muscles and fascia. If not, if you contract your muscle, for sure you won't feel nothing, because if the muscles are contract, the chi doesn't flow. It is a rule in Qigong, you know. Muscle contract, tension, the chi don't flow. It's a definition. When there is tension, the chi don't flow. If you contract your muscle, your chi won't flow. You have to use your fascia tissue. That's really important to understand the difference. So here's my answer, Taron. So I hope it gives you some ideas. And is there some a last question, or we end now? I think it's 9 o'clock. Yeah. So have a really good day, everybody. Thanks a lot for attending the class. I was really happy and honored to give you to pass you a little bit of my experience. And I really thanks also Master Chia. And we can make 1 minute, you know, just smile in our heart and have a good gratitude feeling to Master Chia for sharing to us all his knowledge. Okay. And if you want to find me, you know, I put my website here and you can find all my information there. And you can find me also on Facebook. I've got also some, oh, sorry, I answered only to Layla. I don't know why. So to everybody. Okay, I put it again. And I've got also a YouTube channel, and you can all find on this little word, Les Ventres Libres, Facebook or also YouTube and everywhere. And you can find also Yes, on Facebook, on Olivier Barre. So happy to be with you. Practicing is the secret. Practice is a secret, you know. When you practice, all the secret will come to you. So thank you for everybody. Have a good practice and good feeling.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Good cheap.
Thank you.